The Marathon devs have decided to clap back. We also have a ton of updates for them and individual comments. Of course, that includes the alpha status update, how you can check if you did get access even if you didn't receive an email. We'll go over potentially how many codes they may have distributed, some additional details on the alpha status, as well as a future developer livestream, and a whole bunch more. What's up world, it's Utopia back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things Marathon. So let's just jump right into it. First off, let's go over all the alpha stuff, how to check if you got alpha access. If you didn't receive an email, you can still look if you got in. There are a ton of things to go over there. Now first up, you might be asking, well, how do I even enter to get alpha access? Can I still enter? As of right now, you can still enter to get alpha access, so don't worry, you're not too late, although we'll go over a few details with that. So again, you'll need to head over to the Discord, or the official Marathon Discord, and head to the alpha access channel. I'll also pop down a link down below and you can just head right to that. At least that should work for everybody to be able to enter. But again, if you want to, you can head to the alpha and get the link yourself. If you don't see this alpha access channel, which you might not, you actually do need to come to the top section here and hit show all channels. Otherwise, if you untick that, you'll see it actually doesn't show it at all. So you will need to check show all channels in order to have that alpha access channel down below. Once you head over there, you can just type /alpha and it should give you the link to enter. You will need to fill out a survey, sign in, link your accounts. For me, it is acting very weird. It keeps making me retake the survey. Not sure what's up with that. I'll go over that in a bit here. But yeah, as of right now, that's how you enter in. Now let's say you've already entered. You want to know if you do have alpha access and how to check your status. So there are actually two methods on how to check your status right now. First up, the simple one, it's going to be in your email and let you know that you did receive alpha access. Now someone actually did post theirs here, as I have currently not been selected, or at least I don't have an email, but thankfully this poster here on the subreddit has showcased what it looks like if you have been selected, where it gives you this email saying congratulations, lets you know that you can log into your bungie.net account, and how to find your alpha access code. This person also showcases what it looks like under the bungie.net account and how they redeemed their code. This was for Xbox platform, but there is one additional way here. So don't worry, if you don't see it in your email or you can't find it in your spam folder, do note that it might be in your promotions tab if you have a Google or Gmail account, or if that's the one you signed up with. However, there is one more method that you can check. So if you head to Bungie's website and you go to the top right hand corner, this is literally just bungie.net, and you click on the icon on the top right and you log in. Again, make sure you're logging into your either Bungie account or one of the ones that you linked and signed up with. So even if it's a Steam account, it should still log you all in, as long as that's the one that you signed up with in the alpha. Once you're signed in, you can go to this right section, top right again, hit this top right arrow or your top right icon, and this drop down box will pop up. You can then head to the redeem codes section, which will bring you to this link here. I'll put the link in the description if you want to just click that and log into it. You can do so or do that method, doesn't matter. Now, you'll see either 3 or 4 sections under this code redemption. If you only see 3 sections like this, code redemption, redemption history, and partner rewards, you unfortunately did not receive alpha access. However, if you did get alpha access, you will see a 4th tab next to the partner rewards, which will say game codes. Once you click on that, it will then give you your game code, which you can use on either Steam or Xbox, depending on what platform you did sign up with. Again, that's going to be the fastest way to check if you got in, not looking through your emails or worried about which one you signed up with. As for me, my Steam account is one email, but the one that I use my Bungie account is a different email, so having to go back and forth there can be a little bit of a struggle and just too much. So this is by far the fastest method to check if you did get into the alpha. Speaking of the alpha status, all that stuff there, we'll go over a few notable mentions with that. First off, we have a post here, and someone calculated that there might be roughly 30,000 alpha codes that were distributed. There's currently 115,000 people online, of which 13,500 of those people had access to the alpha channel. So with some estimates there, it looks like around 30,000 people might have gotten codes. My guess is they gave an even distribution across the board, where it does seem like a lot of the console guys actually did get in, probably because there is actually more PC players that signed up. I've noticed that the few players that did get in so far in my Discord are all from console. So unfortunately, like myself, a lot of the PC guys that didn't get in, because there was just more of us signed up. Now again, if you didn't get in, don't worry, there is still time to get into the alpha. Although my guess is this is the beginning wave, more than likely no more codes would be distributed until the alpha starts, of which they might slowly roll out invites. They're probably trying to make sure that their servers can handle it. I doubt we'll get another wave up until alpha, but you never know, there might still be a chance there. Speaking all things alpha here, we do have a ton of updates with it. First off, again, if you didn't get in, there is a giveaway that's happening over on the subreddit. They're giving away 25 codes, so I'll give you the link to that if you want to check it out and try to get into that giveaway. It also looks like there might be an additional method here to give a priority code to friends, where you can invite 2 of your friends. However, this just seems like they'll get a priority to get into the playtest. It doesn't seem like they're going to get guaranteed codes. So if you do go under the game code section, you can actually put players in here for the alpha invite and recommend them to actually get into the alpha, where again, you can share links to them. However, it just looks like these are priority links and that they're not guaranteed to get in even if you do invite them. But just an additional method there if you wanted to do so. Again, speaking of all things alpha, checking your status update, the devs actually did clap back a little bit. They've been talking a bunch in the Discord, and we do have this further official update here. So they did put out this update where they have officially dropped the NDA. So now everybody on the 23rd will be able to stream, share their thoughts, put up videos. Anything they want to do, they can showcase all of that footage. Nothing is under NDA anymore. They do mention, however, this is an incomplete version of the game, but there are a ton of things in this alpha that are being curated, limited slices of systems. They do want to hear your feedback and thoughts, though, on weapons, gunplay, maps, survivability kits, the runners themselves, early game progression, factions, so there is a faction system, contracts, faction upgrades, PvP engagements, and PvE. They do mention that there is a ton of things not completed in this alpha, though. Basically, every single system is not completed. And they do go over that they're going to be hosting a Q&A stream later in this week. They have changed their mind here, and they want to keep an open dialogue as a crucial point of the alpha, and getting your thoughts for the early reveal. Next up here, we do have some additional comments from developers. A lot of the community concern they are actually commenting on and talking about. This first one here is talked about a ton, which is how they're going to combat cheaters. This response comes from Amir, who is a Bungie dev. I believe he works on the engine side of things. He said here they have dedicated servers, a dedicated security team, and some more, but they won't get into it. They are going to be trying their best to combat cheaters, which is pretty cool. There they have a dedicated team entirely to the anti-cheat. We have another developer comment here. This one is around the alpha. A lot of people aren't in the NA region, and they want to know when they can be able to play, or entirely the ordeal is there. This one comes from Eidolon. They mentioned that they are still standing up on their global data network, and it's just not ready for large-scale testing yet. So it seems like the servers itself just aren't ready to publish and post there. Servers aren't the easiest thing to obtain, especially really good ones. They're probably trying to upscale that one slowly. We have another one surrounding the alpha. This one comes from Jinjo. This was in response to essentially giving more context clues or even secrets. Basically anything they can tell them that would kind of hint at anything. Jinjo responded here saying, "I wish I could, maybe after alpha when you've gotten to see everything. They don't want to spoil anything just yet." So future teasers do seem like they are in the works. For our last minute mentionable here, we do have the Marathon closed alpha hype thread. Seems like a lot of things are going to be happening in this thread. People talking, going over feedback, when they got their codes, if they did or didn't get in. You want to chat it up in there, you can head to that thread, look through that, and see any other feedback there. Kind of help you gauge what's going on. Again, links to everything that I covered will be down below in the description. And if you enjoyed today's video, like, subscribe, and until the next one. Deuces.